Hello, hola, konnichiwa, ni hao, assalamualaikum. And best of all, say welcome back to my super short show. This is Nameless Fame, and I'm your host, Zika Yao. So, what is the message for you all today? So, today is February 1st, 2023, currently 1:11 on the dot p.m., okay? What are we going to talk about today, y'all? Oh my God. All right, what is the message for you all today? So, I'm pretty sure you all are aware of this young man, tragic death, Tyre Nichols. Tyre Nichols, Lord Jesus. Yeah, let's go ahead and do a moment of silence for this young man, okay? Which I always do, moment of silence, because it's needed. All right. The episode that I just did was about a book that I'm currently reading. It didn't start with you. How inherited family trauma and shapes who we are, and how to end the cycle. Yeah, so that definitely go ahead and check it out. I was talking about how reparations is needed. I was talking about, I did fail to mention what solutions are needed. I did not mention that Black people, the diaspora, need an international passport, okay? A stimulus plan. I don't know if you want to call it reparations, whatever. International or universal passport is needed because no one asked us to be here, point blank, period. I'm going to go ahead and use this young lady who talked about she got, laid off at her job with boo-boo tears. Girl, have you heard of a passport? Get it. You are an American. The American passport is very, very, very powerful. So use what you can. If you feel like you're being wronged in the U.S., move somewhere else. I'm not going to say that justice is more likely to happen elsewhere, but if you're tired of it, if you're being wronged, if you're having the short end of the stick, and suicide is not on your list, definitely travel. I have heard single parents traveling and relocating internationally. So if they can do it, you can do it too. All right. So let me go ahead and go back to the topic of Tyre Nichols. Okay. So I'm going to play a clip. A clip from one of these, from Fox News. They had a speaker come in, and his name is Jason. What is it? Jason Whitlock. Okay, Jason Whitlock. So we're going to go ahead and hear from Jason Whitlock, his point of views on what happened and how he felt about it. And I'm going to go ahead and give my 2 cents and if I agree or disagree with his statements, okay?
Mental gymnastics game of accusing
in a humane way. Young black men and their inability to treat each other in a humane way. Everybody involved in this on the street level was either 24 to 32 years old. Everybody. It was a group of young black men, 5-on-1. Looked like gang violence to me. It looked like what young black men do when they're supervised by a single black woman. And that's what they got going on in the Memphis Police Department. They've elected some or put some black woman in charge of the police force. And we're getting the same kind of chaos and disunity and violence that we see in a lot of these cities that are run by single mothers. If we want to discuss the breakdown of family that leads to disrespect for authority, that causes you to resist the police and run from the police and not comply with the police because you resist authority at all times, because there was no male authority in your home, let's have that discussion.
now for Jason to find the need to go this.
All right, so the lady that just came up after Jason's rant is one of the YouTubers that I am constantly on her channel because she talks about femininity, but this time she was talking about Tyre Nichols and Jason Whitlock's comment about his death. And I agree with this lady's point of view 95% of the times. And this episode, she was actually disagreeing with Jason Whitlock's comment, and she was basically saying he was blame shifting, he was calling out a culture, he was this, that, and the third. But what she failed to realize is you have to decode what Jason Whitlock is saying. I am decoding it for you now, okay, as we speak. So let's go ahead and recap what this man just said. He said, Tyre Nichols' death is a story about a young black man, or young black men, plural. He's talking about the cops, being unable or have the inability to treat each other in a humane way. Does that sound familiar? What have I mentioned several times on my channel? The power of what? Brainwashing. The power of what? Whitewashing. The power of what? Self-hate. Hello? Black men, plural, the cops, not having the ability to treat each other in a humane way. He is talking about black men treating other black men as animals. Have you heard this before? Ding, 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 ding. Hello? Slavery? If again, the root, you have to decode what this man is saying. If you decode what he's saying these behaviors have been taught. This is a learned behavior from slavery. These behaviors are inherited. These behaviors will continue to repeat itself. Patterns of trauma, if you do not heal or reverse the brainwashing of self-hate. which is what we talked about in this book. It did not start with you. How inherited family trauma shapes who we are today and how to end the cycle. That's the title of the book, written by a white man. And I'm connecting the dots for you here again, okay? All right? Okay. So anyway, let's continue decoding this. He said this looked like a street level gang violence. From the age of 24 and 32 years old, these cops are 24 to 32 years old, meaning they're young, but they're at an age where you can't just point the finger at your parents. Oh, my parents didn't teach me this. My parents did not teach me that. At that age, I was still growing. At that age, I was demonstrating self-hate at that age because, of course, I was growing. But now, at 30 years old, I'm doing the self-healing. I'm doing the self-work. I'm buying books that are explaining family traumas, slavery, and so on and so forth, shape who we are today, who I am today, right? Recalling, family traumas, recalling being in plantation, recalling being a Taino woman, being a Native American, recalling basically my family tree. Okay, so all this shapes who I am today, right? So all of this shape who they are today. You can't just, okay, but anyway. So he said these young men, black officers, are at the age of 24 to 32 years old, and it looks like gang violence. It looked like what young men do when supervised by single black women. And he refers to the Memphis Police Department is being in charge by the black woman named CJ. Who's in charge of it again? Memphis Police Chief, I believe. Okay, CJ Davis, right? She's a black woman, but she's married and all that other stuff. Anyway, that's besides the point. He's trying to say that women should not be in charge. I disagree. Black women are very, very, very masculine. Okay, and yeah, they should she be in that position? I don't know. I don't know her background. I don't know her history. But black women are very, 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 very capable of any position you put them in. You understand what I'm saying? And that goes to show again. So let me go back to the young man. I'm skipping here. Okay, so anyway, when supervised by single black women, Memphis Police Department Chief CJ Davis, it's the same chaos, disunity, violence that you see when black men are run by single mothers and had no male authority in the home. So again, where did this trend or this pattern of black motherhood, black single parent motherhood, where did that come from? Again, ding, 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 slavery. Again, we need to go back to the root issue. He got to the surface. I give you that, Jason Whitlock. I give you that. I give you your props. You pointed at the surface of the issue, but you need to point at the root of the issue. The learned behavior. Where did that come from? Where did this pattern come from? Where did it come from? Where did this dysfunctional family or dysfunctional pattern or trauma come from? All of this learned behavior is by the white savages of white slave owners. They know what they were doing. Now, going back to my experience of recalling my ancestors' past or experiences. Shoot, where was I going with that? Where was I going with that? Okay, so anyway, I'm pretty sure God will put that puzzle back together for me, but with that goes to show, if you know the root of the issue, how do you correct it? With therapy, with reparations, with a stimulus plan, with some sort of solution. Again, I don't like listening to people that keep talking about the issue, the cycle, the problem, but not coming up with the solutions. Again, I give you the props, Jason Whitlock. I give you props for calling out a culture that was not even ours, a culture that has been ingrained, that has been inherited by white goons or white savages, white slave owners. And it was strategic. If you read the Willie Lynch letter, it tells you, oh yes, there you go. Thank you, God. The Willie Lynch letter breaks down how to break a slave. And it tells you about, having a dysfunctional family, how to take away the male slave away from the female slave after giving birth, and how to, all this, anyway, all the things that we've learned either in school or outside of school, okay? So anyway, with that being said, oh my Lord, oh my God, the puzzle came and the puzzle left. Hold on, y'all, hold on. The puzzle came and the puzzle left, y'all. Willie Lynch letter. Oh, yes, the Willie Lynch letter on how to break a slave, right? So I'm thinking to myself, okay, if I am able to recall all of these traumatic incidents from the 1500s or the 1600s, does time travel exist? And if time travel exists and was used against the Native Americans, the Taino people, would that be considered a war crime? Listen to me here. Listen to me. Put your listening ears on now. If I have or had the ability to time travel and use that ability to manipulate history and to align certain people to slavery, not only for 400 years, but for a lifetime and decades later, and have them psychologically effed up from generation to generations, would that be considered a war crime? Y'all not listening. You're not listening. Would that be considered a war crime? So, For those of you who are, above my pay grade, for those of you who are higher in the spiritual realm that can tap in the 5D, the 3D, the 4D, the whatever dimensions, and have knowledge of time travel and whatever, if what I'm saying is true, how do you solve this war crime? How do you have reparations for things like that? How? That's above my pay grade. That is above me. But I'm just gonna give you that nugget. I'm just gonna go ahead and give you that little peace of mind, that little question, and leave it up to the universe. Okay, I said what I said. That's what came to mind last night. So it is what it is. It's currently 1:32 p.m. as I say this. It's 1:23 right now, y'all. And it's February 1st, 2023. 1:23 right now, y'all. It is 1:23 right now. So, I think I've said enough. Jason Whitlock, I agree with you 100%. However, you are missing the root of the issue. Black woman, black single motherhood is the issue, but how did you get to that point? And of course, it goes back to slavery. It goes back to inherited family trauma, which black people don't talk about enough. And yeah, that's pretty much what I had to say for today. Y'all have a great day. Yeah, we gonna get this together. We're gonna correct something here. All right, everybody. So till next time, y'all enjoy, Black History Month. Y'all have fun. Go to the cookouts. Enjoy our food and our culture. Oh wait, y'all do that every day. So anyway. So till next time, everybody. Love y'all. Now let's go ahead and close this episode with our theme song, which is hashtag 123 ONOY. 123 ONOY. Name of saying, yeah, that's me. 123 ONOY. All right, everybody. Till next time. Bye.